Hi girls. So I kind of like showed you a little bit more specifics last week of my food prep. I'm gonna do a little bit more this week. But the first thing that I do with my food prep is kind of like take all of my stuff out, dishes, food, whatnot. I find if I have it all out, then that kind of like cuts down on time of looking for dishes and whatever else. Hi, DJ, and that stuff. All right, so as you can see here, I have 5 things for my oats. I'll just show you quick. I'm going to show you each one when I make it. My oats real quick. I'm just going to show you one, but then I just kind of like, when I make it together, I just duplicate it all. So like for instance, this needs 50 grams of berries. So the way that you measure this out, I don't know if you guys even know how to measure, but you have your scale here and like you put the dish on the scale, you tare it to 0. So like, let me just use another example. So see how that doesn't say 0? So I want to add stuff to that. I'm going to tare it to 0. And now I can add stuff to that. All right. So it's on my scale, tare it to 0. And now I'm going to add 50 grams of berries. First things first, 50 grams of berries. And I'll actually do this for all 5 dishes, but for the sake of this, or all 5 containers, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to do 1. And then I'll show it to you guys as I do it. Now I'm going to tare it again. Now I need to add oats. 30 grams of oats. It's usually about 2 of these guys. That's 20. 27. Oats add up fast. You don't get a lot. And that's 30. And then I add my milk, which is 1 cup. And I use unsweetened vanilla almond milk. 8 ounces, 1 cup of this. We go over on that. It's really not too big of a deal, which is kind of nice. Then I add my yogurt. So right now I have berries and oats, which is carbs. Milk, you don't really even get a lot. This unsweetened almond milk, there's really not like a lot of anything in it. It's just a tiny little bit of stuff, but it's nice to make it a little bit thicker. It gives a little bit of flavor. So I need 310 grams of yogurt. So I'm going to tare it again. I get 310 grams. I use Valle 2%. 310 grams of this guy, which is a lot. I go through a lot of yogurt when I make this. I go through about 5 of these big containers when I prep my food in the beginning of the week. 325, too much. Scoop some out. 308. What do we got there? 312. Scoop some out. And then the last thing I need to put in this guy is going to be 7 grams of peanut butter, because I need a little bit more fat. So I'm going to tare it again. Peanut butter, I get like no peanut butter. It's kind of embarrassing to even spend the time putting this in, but 7 grams of this guy. And there we go. So now I have this, and I just set it off to the side. And like I said, I'll do it all at one time. So I'll put the container on, put my berries in, take it off. Another container on, berries, take it off. another container on berries, take it off. And I'll do that for all 5, and then another container on oats. So I do it all like step by step, and then all 5 of those will be done. And then I just leave this like this, put a top on it, and then I spoon this out, and this is my oats tomorrow. So that is my breakfast. All right, stop this. All right, so the next one I'm gonna make is my afternoon shake, and this is more carb loaded because I work out in the afternoon, and then I'll drink this like sometimes like before I start working out at 3, or sometimes I'll work out a little bit and then I'll start drinking it like during my weightlifting portion of that or whatever else. So this one is going to be like a lot more carbs than my morning oats. So this might be for you AM people, this might be like what you have in the morning. And then you would have the fat, like what I had in the oats with the peanut butter and stuff in the afternoon. So again, put your container on, push your tare button to put it to 0. This one I get 130 berries. As you notice in the morning one, I only got 50 berries, 50 grams of berries. So now this is 130 grams of berries. Put too much in there. My fingers end up getting a little berry-like by the end of this. Another cup of milk, same milk. 8 ounces of this. Again, if I go over, not a big deal. And then I get 360 grams of yogurt. In this one, I only had 310 grams of yogurt in my morning one. So I get 360 grams in this one, which is a little bit more. Again, I tared it out between the milk and this guy. 360, I said? Yeah. 369. All right, so 360 grams. Couple more. And again, this is my carb heavy shake because it's around my workout. So I get banana in this one. And I get 100 grams of banana. And I never just put like a banana in because they can vary so much. Some of them are 80 grams. Some of them are, 120 grams, depending. Like even bananas in the beginning of the week, way different at the end of the week. So I always weigh my bananas out as well. So this is going to be 100 grams of banana. And so that's my afternoon shake. 97, 98. Okay. So then I'll set that aside. This I will actually blend up and I'll put it in the refrigerator. It doesn't really separate out too much, but if it does, I just shake it before I eat it, and that's that. So I'll make 5 of those right now as well. So I'll be back. All right, so next up I have my little lunch. Sweet treat. Ooh, need more yogurt, I think, for this. Sorry, guys. Should have prepared for this a little better. This is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th yogurt in the process of these tubs. So I'm a little sweet treat here. I get 90 grams of yogurt in this guy. I make 5 of these, 1 for each day. Pretty simple. Again, tear it out. Oop, 92 grams. Take a little bit out. All right. And then I add, just for the flavoring, 5 grams of protein. This protein here is, I don't know, Dave was gonna use a different supplement company, and they gave him all these samples. So he gave all this shit to us for free. So yeah, I'm only using 5 grams for flavoring of this protein. 2, that's all you need. 5 grams of that for flavoring, and then I'll make 5 of those. I don't even stir that right now because I can't even be bothered. I literally will just put the top on it. It's all powdery and shit. And then tomorrow when I eat it, I just stir it up right before I eat it. Like I can't be bothered with stirring it right now in this whole process. So, and then I'll make 5 of those. That's my lunch treat that I have. I have that 6 period. So we're probably talking like, I don't even know what time that is. Noon, 12:30, something like that. All right, so now is my actual lunch. And this is like an area that I'm struggling with right now because when I was cooking for the first, or preparing for the first 3/4 of the academic year, I got sick of. I think I kind of have told you guys this. So what I'm trying to do is rice and ground turkey, which works, but like tonight, you know, my chef didn't make rice, he made spaghetti squash, which is I love, but the problem is spaghetti squash, you don't get like a lot of carbs from that, and I need carbs for this meal. So I literally need 520 grams of spaghetti squash for this, and I don't even know if I can fit 520 grams in this container. So again, every container you put on your scale, you have to tear out, make it to 0. See if I can get 520 grams in here. I don't think so. Oh, maybe. That's 84 right there. So usually I would like to put this, like my rice, which should be my rice, and the ground turkey in one container, but because I have spaghetti squash tonight, it looks like it's going to have to be 2 containers. Oh man, it's going to be tight. The cool part about spaghetti squash, though, is you get like a shit ton of food. So I was like, you feel really super, super full, and you're not getting a lot of calories or carbs. Oh man, I'm gonna eat an entire container of spaghetti squash tomorrow for lunch. So like rice, it would literally be like 120 grams of rice is equal to 520 grams of spaghetti squash. So this is like what, 480, 505. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna eat 525. Leave it. I'm gonna eat an entire container of spaghetti squash tomorrow. So I already asked Danny to cook rice for me for tomorrow night. So we'll have rice for dinner, and then he'll make me a bunch for the rest of the week. And then this would be my ground turkey. Get 110 grams of this. And like I said, usually I would like this to be in the same container for simplicity of 1, prep, and 2, like I just kind of got sick of like cleaning so many containers at the end of every night too. So I was like, really, I could use a smaller container for that. Oh well. So I was just really getting sick of cleaning so many containers. So I went from 5 meals a day down to 4 right now. I think I said that in the last video. So I'm just going to make that for tomorrow. And then tomorrow night I'll worry about making the other 4 days of the week. So this is what you're looking at right now. Those guys are ready to have tops put on them. That'll be my lunch with this. Put tops on that. And I have the other 4 ready to go. And then I have to blend my 5 shakes up. I was also getting sick of like blending all my shakes up and whatever else. So anyway, that's how I do it. Working out right now. So this will be done besides my dinner thing. You know, I can only ask so much of Danny and my health craziness. He's super supportive, but you know, I gotta pick and choose. My other option would be to do the meal service, which I don't need to do because Danny does cook me food. So just a matter of me being patient with my current change in my lunch that I need because I got sick of stuff. But yeah, so this will all be done, and now I have literal food freedom for the rest of the week. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to touch it. I don't have to prep it. It's done. So literally in the morning, I come up here with the 4 containers. Is that 4? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 containers in my bag. Come to the gym, meet you guys, hang out for a couple hours, and go to work. Never have to think about my food. So that's how I do it. I'm not saying that, sorry, my hand. I'm not saying that the way that I do it is like the end all be all. It just happens to work for me because I cannot be thinking about food all the time. I also need my food to be on point because, you know, I work super hard. I need to feel my body to perform and to feel good. In all of this right now, I'm definitely lacking some veggies and some fiber, which I can tell. So I'm going to have to add some flax seeds to my shakes for some fiber. Veggies, I'm like never been big on veggies. Oh, just reminded me. I forgot to put my B&G shake or my B&G scoop in all my morning shakes. So yeah, I've always been a little bit lacking on my veggies. You know, raw veggies are the best in terms of you getting the proper nutrients and fiber from them. I like raw veggies. I just don't have the patience to eat them, if that makes sense. Like carrots, I really like peppers, but they jack up my stomach, so I can't even eat them. So yeah, my veggie category sucks. Need to improve it, but everything else is on point. I'm hoping that I never become lactose intolerant because this is my #1 source of protein in a day. And I'd be screwed, but hopefully if I keep eating it, it won't happen. So this is how I do it. It's not for everybody, but it is for me.